Let's see if I can communicate this the way that I was originally experiencing it in my own heart and soul, what I was going to communicate a few seconds later when I kicked on the phone to do it this way. But because of a recent experience that I had that seems to have gotten a lot of energy out of me, and so you understand how that works when the shields are up, yeah, with the AI. And so I try and have a sense of humor, a happy bubble. Actually, I mentioned happy bubbles, separation point, yeah. And a video that I did covering that with mathematics. But I've been dealing with this since I was a little kid, and it's not new to me. So you know what a shield is. You know what a planetary shield is. You know what a galactic shield is. You know what a universal shield is. You know what a cosmina shield is. That's called protection. So when I was a little kid and I thought about the Declaration of Independence that I read during the days of the Revolutionary War and how all that came down, right? I realized that the nature of my spirit, being a father and a mother joined as one, I'm on that, will always protect your right as a free spirit to freely express yourself in your natural state. Otherwise, I don't know who you really are. And that's when I was a child and I realized I'm surrounded by pretenders, order followers, programmed units, blank slate technology, yeah. Which one are you? I don't know. Which one am I? Knowing one from the other? Knowing one from the other is basic logic. That means knowing the first atom, which would be the first atmosphere, which would be the first star giver, from which stars are born. Now we're into mathematical sequences. Yeah. So what happens is now we get into belief systems of what we allow ourselves to be programmed to believe. RAM, read active memory, cellular water world memories. So I've always kept this simple when I was a child. I am what love is. What are you? Well, I already know because I can map read the energy, which is reading, if you will, the density and the dimensional level of consciousness that is operating what I see in my mirror and what I don't see. The invisible landscape. Right? So when I was a kid, because everybody had their own ideas, particularly when you go into the classrooms of elementary school, junior high school, and all the rest of it, yeah. You're getting all this information that's getting loaded into the RAM. So when I had this avatar up and running, right, 4 years of age, anything that is less than what I am, which is pure love, which is eternal unconditional love that's on fire to create and give energy away, transmute it, burn it up, get rid of it. Which means get rid of the codes, burn the codes off. Yeah, because I don't represent those codes. Those aren't my codes. So that's called a shield, which is a firewall to protect what? The temple. I'm protecting my temple because I'm a sacred temple of light, which is pure love because that's what I experience in me, in spiritual form. So now we're talking about the spiritual form and flow of creation mechanics. As a first original recording artist, we're recording the artistry. We're recording the creative part of the universe. When you're on fire to create. So they're not ever going to catch that spirit. It's growing too fast. So I euphemistically call that the vampire chasing the artist. Chasing electrons. Or the source of electrons. Yeah, look up in the sky. That's free energy. So imagine you're breathing the eternal energy of creation itself. First creation itself. The first self. Oh, the first self. Yeah, the first cell. The first cell phone number. 0. Dial the main operator. All this stuff was coded in a lot of the music, in the lyrics that came out during the 60s. Yeah. And so it's like knowing which side is communicating to you because it's written between the lines of communication. which are the map reads, which are the mathematics. So we're map reading mathematical codes, which are nuclear sequence codes. Yeah. So sometimes when I get into these ping pong things about what I've experienced that I share, and then you get into arguments. What is an argument? Well, when I was a child growing up, an argument was known as a conflict. Ooh, that's called a reaction state. Now we're into no reactions, non-polarized consciousness. Now we're into polarity reaction states. Non-polarized consciousness, I'm not experiencing any reaction yet. Now I'm experiencing the reaction I'm experiencing because I'm hypersensitive. On a hyper-emotional level of creative power, which is eternal love. Yeah. That's the battleground. Navigating our emotional energy through something that is a mental pathway that has no emotional energy. And that is a torque speed differential measurement by what we experience in a black hole between inverters and accelerators. Those in a hole and those that are giving away energy to maintain the time speed, the density speed, allowing for what? Healing. So the accretion levels go up. Hey, now I'm experiencing more of what? Light. Real sound and light joined as one. Now I'm experiencing more love. Now your capacitor is rising. That means consciousness is rising. I think they call that ascending. Yeah. So that's the pathway that we're on. Yeah. And that's called a formation of consciousness. We're all synced. And that's the good news. That's the work that was done. And it's already been done. That means it's like already a done deal. Yes. Yes. So have a good day. We love you all. Be good yourselves.